What's up, young? So, I want to talk about something that's like really touchy, a touchy subject that a lot of people like to sweep under the rug, suppress, put it in the back of their mind, and leave it in a box and never open it. But that subject is called abuse. You know, whether it's sexual abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, the list goes on. Any type of abuse, let me just say, is not okay. It cannot be justified, no matter what an abuser tries, to make excuses about it. It's not okay. And I just want to say, me too. I've been abused in many ways. I didn't suppress it, I dealt with it. I probably acted out in my life, in my own way, but I never suppressed it. If someone would listen, I'd be happy to tell my story. But I wasn't the type that's like, you know what? I'm going to be an abuser too. So let me just say this. It is not your fault. It wasn't your fault. And you shouldn't carry that weight of the burden of that secret, of that shame, of that trauma. It's not your fault. It never was. And you could put down a burden now. You know what I'm saying? Take it from me. You deserve a life, that was created for you. Not what someone tried to take from you. But another thing I want to say about abuse, just because you were abused in any which type of way that I just said, does not make it okay for you to abuse someone else, to project your fears, to project your insecurities, to project your trauma onto someone else who's innocent. It's not okay. Now, I know that hurt people, but if you become the abuser, then who can point the finger? I will say I understand, but my trauma didn't turn me into a monster, because from young, we all know right from wrong. Right from wrong. We all know that. If we can define something that is wrong done to us, then we know damn well you shouldn't be doing that to someone else. Now, I don't know how to, how to help you heal. A lot of people can't afford that professional help. Psychological help, therapy, psychiatric help. It goes on and on, depending on how severe, your stability is mentally from that. But it's not okay to do that to somebody else. How I help myself heal is simply by addressing it. I can't look at my abuser and get a correct answer as of why. They don't want to face that. They can't even face themselves. How can they face the person that they abused? Because a person that breaks someone else is most likely broken themselves. I don't think people that like that are ready to be addressed. They will never be ready to be addressed. There's no good time ever to address it, because they're running from a trauma within themselves. But, I just wanted to bring that up and say that I hope you get better. Everyone have different effects. Some people become stronger, some people become weaker, some people become monsters of the same person, who created that crazy story in their life. But it's not okay to do that to someone else just because it was done to you. You know it was wrong to be done to you, and it's not your fault. I will say that again. It is not your fault. And me too. But it's time to break the cycle. And if you can't address the person who's done you wrong, then address those feelings that's within you. Talk to somebody. You start feeling better about yourself. Get rid of that dark energy. Do something better above that. Live in your truth. Be free.